Down.
Eyes up, Guardian. That vehicle you just cored out has an ejection system.
The pilots are coming out unscathed. Rectify that.
Lost a little skin there. Thanks for the save, hero. Thought I was gonna end up chilling drinks for the Imperium. Bale, hey, can you get my left leg? It's falling asleep in here. Okay, fine. You talk like the emissary talks. It can't be the 9. That's why it has to be. No, I'm not gonna ditch you for him. Can't you have a little faith? Knock that off. Just tell Arnaud to hurry up and disable that tractor beam so we can blow this fuel depot. Get those engines running, hero, and I'll take us out of here. We don't want to be anywhere near that dredging. One of the 9. Bale's no emissary, but one of them's still wearing him like a suit.
What is that?
Dredging, Bale.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
The Drifter belongs with us! It's in his nature. He has so much to teach.
He isn't the mentor you want. The Drifter left your cult long ago. I can tell you're new blood, untrained. Does Dredgenvale know you mock his name?
Not mockery. Continuity. I carry the mantle now. And I know you, Elnor. You're a Praxic warlock. You crave justice. Why die for a criminal?
The more you push to keep him, the more I'm inclined to resist. You follow in the footsteps of Guardian killers. Why do you hate your own kind so much?
No more questions.
As you wish.
He wasn't the same after they wiped him.
I just want to know who's in charge. Construction is underway on an expanded farming range. This is no time for politics.
She said she wanted to express herself, so...
Guardian, you know fully well this mission is not above board. I understand the Imperium is clearly a threat, but I cannot overemphasize that my hands are tied. After the witness, don't the people deserve a moment of peace? It is our privilege to carry the mantle of this threat. Let the people live their lives. I understand your conviction, and I wish I had the power to authorize engagement on my own. But I can't. When I was younger, in the Dark Age, I was taught a path forward is often cleared with unconventional methods. Those methods are tempered by structure and order. That is how we earned the City Age. It's what we try to preserve. My focus must remain on preventing extinction. I cannot look elsewhere. I won't look elsewhere. So long as nothing seizes my attention. I trust you'll comply, Guardian?
Back to the front, Guardian.
Gross.
Step on up. Take a look.
Went down just as they were going to say who won.
Calling it. Time for a break.
Perhaps a barter is warranted.
The light endures.
Clan going okay? Everybody happy? See you soon.
Clan cookouts. We could get the Vanguard to sponsor and... No.
You gonna hang out with your clan today? See you soon.
If we'd had clans in the city when I was a kid, I might never have left.
Did you want to talk to me?
You and Arnor make a pretty good fire team, hero. Even if you did use my face as a barricade. And now that we got that Imperium disc in hand, we're gonna need more than one hard-headed praxic to decrypt it. We're gonna need the local crime syndicates. I've got some irons in the fire with Spider for an intro. Fellow miscreants like that only respect two things: money and blood. We'll get you set up on building a reputation for yourself out here on Tharsis, gaining leverage on the local miscreants. But as the 9 weapon, there's something you gotta know first. I know I sold you on this job as a scam on the Imperium, but you heard on that ship what I've known all along. The 9 are backing the Imperium at the top. They surprised me with that junior dredging, but they're pulling his strings too. I've had the same nightmare since Kepler. A vision that runs and smells and tastes on repeat every time I close my eyes. And in my heart, I know the threat. If I don't do it, they hurt her. Back on that ship, Bale knew me as a dredgen. Heard stories of the sad old days and wanted a close-up look. Thought that was all there was to connect us. But there's more. A couple months ago, I had this vision. Didn't know if I was cracking up or what. Because when I came to, I tasted granite and battery acid. And I knew it came from the 9. Today, that same voice spoke through Bale. Never gonna get that taste out of my mouth. Just listen before you judge, all right? They told me.
Attend my exegesis. Eschaton is coming. I am informing you of your path because futurity dictates now is when you are informed. Little mannequin of flesh and fear, not made to see your end. The outer perspective widens. We know your binary option. We know the 0 you choose. You will relinquish your insupportable burden and know peace. Join the Shadow. Raise his tools against what wronged you. Banish the light. Save yourself from forever. Blinded, small thing. Freedom lives in the foreordained. One heart within your body, one without. Chains that bind your fate. Break them, be free, or the maze door opens needlessly to deep, grieved death.
Welcome to the new Mars. While the Vanguard was off fighting the good fight, the Syndicates took over. Now the only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here. I don't relish doing business with these leeches. But we need to find out what the Dredgen are after. The only way to do that is by wading into the pond with the scum. Like the Syndicates. And your sleazy friend, Drifter. Keep the Syndicates in your gun sights, and take out their operatives across the system when you can. The more leverage we gain over them, the sooner we'll uncover the Dredgen's long-term plans.
Hey there, hero. I'm leaving a few breadcrumbs for you, just in case things go sideways. I know what it looks like, dragging the crew into a knot behind Zavala's back. But you saw that vision the Nine sent me. It ain't just another bad dream. They were vague as usual, but I know they're threatening Eris, straight up. And you know how that sits with me. I can't change fate. Better to lean into it. That's what I learned on Kepler. So if I have to make some desperate moves out there, just know it's for a good reason. And I never meant to hurt any of you. Who's the hero now, Hotshot?
I'm eager to continue our friendship. A fine selection. You may go.
Guardian, this is Honor. Don't respond. This is a one-way channel. Low profile, no bleed. Drifter might actually have a plan. The Imperium is scrambling, cauterizing loose ends on Mars and Venus. The data he stole has a secret that they don't want getting out. It's stored on his ghost, Blue. But it'll take time to decrypt, and tools we don't have. And it's worse. She can't speak. Spider wants to help us. He's willing to give us the ghost parts we need to repair Blue. But he wants us to track a lost courier of his in the lawless frontier in return. Convince Spider that you'll play his game.
My dear Guardian, I need you. Multiple syndicates are in conflict out here in the Expanse, killing for territory and resources. Very profitable disorder. Hazards come with the spoils, of course. I've lost contact with one of my salvage crews. If you'll track the flare, locate what that crew was carrying, I'll make sure you have the parts to help Drifter's ghost. Apologies. Oh, apologies for the landing. Your Guardian regeneration is blocked out here on the Tharsis frontier. The Imperium's doing via their beacon tech after you escaped their flagship. from the Drifter, you started a riot to escape the Imperium flagship. Now there are riots with every breath of ether in the expanse. Behold, the glory of the Syndicate border wars.
Not an exaggeration. The Syndicates are the real powers here, carving up territory on the frontier.
Careful. These Vex are foot soldiers for the Tharsis Reformation. Each one possesses individual sentience. They're shrewd entrepreneurs. In time, perhaps we can get a few of them in our pocket. Find a way to leverage the Vex network.
Don't worry about taking a few of them apart. If anything, they'll be impressed with your gunplay. Only way to get respect out here.
No signs of my salvage kin, though. Their flare is still active up ahead. My filters are showing residue from shock rifle impacts. Pikers took out my crew. Shame there's no Elixni solidarity here on the frontier. And still no sign of the cargo. I can't relinquish these ghost parts without it, Guardian.
Drifter's ghost is heavily modified. She's an amalgam, patched with parts from other dead ghosts. Whatever effects that modification produced makes her unique. We need her back in play.
You found my associate, Varrock. Praise the 7 stars. He can fend for himself. The cargo must be nearby. Ah, Guardian. My heart surges to see you so cherishing of my kinfolk. Do remember to secure the cargo. Hospitality Division wants to know if you have anything to do with the ruckus out here. They're a Barant Imperium unit. The closest thing to law enforcement in Tharsis. The word on the street is they're in business for themselves. Just another syndicate wearing Imperium bloomers. I've taken the liberty of installing a robust assault response aboard your jump ship. For any occasion that requires salvation from on high, it's a war zone in the expanse, I'll tell you. I marked an extraction point on your tracker. Do as my salvage kit did, and signal with an exfiltration flare. Don't worry, I won't fail you like my crew failed me. Just keep that salvage safe.
I'm pulling records on the Barant Imperium. They must have powerful resources to have total control over Mars and Venus. statement by upending all 3 syndicates today. We can use this. Perhaps get one of them to ask for your assistance. If you're ever looking for is our in to the Syndicates. Outstanding. Without the Vanguard's help, we'll need assets wherever we can find them. Good work, Guardian.
By all 7 stars, the expanse is flooded with transmissions. Drifter's ghost has a line on Bale. Totality Division has spotted the false weapon, and Dredgen hopes flock in Tharsis. Lord Bale, unleash me. I long to show them what an Eclipse-powered cuirass can do. Leave that to 6 and Nightfall Station. I need you overseeing the station's completion. Deploy your legions. Sounds like the Imperium's looking for you. Oh, the intimate conversations you slither into out here. Oh, wishing you many happy returns, Renegade. What does my guardian need? Happy hunting out there.
Did it work?
You doorknob! You lousy, awful, stupid waste of light, bottom-feeding leech!
Hello to you too.
Now you disloyal, coin-flipping, ghost-ditching, scraggly beard two-timer! If you had a mom, she wouldn't call you! Oh, and the only time you're sincere is when you're asking for money! And your headband makes you look like a line cook!
Guardian, thank you for fixing my ghost. This is Blue. Named her because of that sunny personality.
Bite me! I need to talk to the Guardian. With my voice. That was healing. Drifter and I have a complicated relationship. Scratch that, it's not complicated. He's a flake. No, worse than a flake. He's a scoundrel. That data he stole wasn't any old data. It was plans for a superweapon. Nightfall Station. No idea on its payload. Drifter's sure the Imperium's connected to the Nine. And I think he's right. This tech, it's impossible. And that vision he showed you, it has him shook. Me too. Now he's shut away from me, from Ido, from Arno, which I get. And Eris. The one person he let in. Watch him. I gave up my voice to save the Drifter once. I'm through keeping my mouth shut.
Hope you're listening, hero. Like I said, I might have to make a few radical moves coming up. It's gonna rock the fire team. Blue won't like it. They'll all think I'm running again. Not this time. When I was imprisoned on that Imperium ship, I learned Bale was a dredgen, a fanatic, all about yours dogma. He's a light bearer, playing with forces he can't hope to control. I used to be dredging hope. I left that life behind a long time ago. Bale wants me to come back to it. They're forcing my hand. I'm gonna give Bale and his Nine exactly what they want. Submit to them. I don't know what the Nine want me to do over there. Still figuring that out. But I know I have to go. For the city. For Eris. So for now, let's keep this between us. I'll see you on the other side.
What catches your eye? Your glimmer is always welcome here.
Six didn't mince words. Someone will die if I don't follow what fate laid out for me. I gotta assume it's you. Can't lose you again.
You lose me either way. Drifter, there is no future where I stand by a Dredgen's side. I am your partner, not an obedient pet. Instead, what if I take the Nine into my own hands, seize them as I did the Hive, evert their machinations? I will glean what I can, so we may divert our prophesied extinction. I have foiled gods before. The Nine are no different.
I'll see what I can dig up on the inside. But what if they figure me out and cut me down?
Then the god of vengeance will bleed a planet.
Now that Blue's tinkered up, She's going whole hog on that Imperium data. Encryption's a pile, though. It's gonna take time. Dig?
We will reveal the conspiracy surrounding the Imperium and the Nine. This Bale. Did you know him?
Not personally, but the dredgings, that's my baggage. I'll clean it up. First we gotta make good on our deal with the Pikers.
The Vanguard may admonish us, but they understand the necessity of our actions. They won't interfere. Do you trust these Pikers?
Hell no. But if it gets us what we need to move one step ahead of the Imperium, of the Nine, I'll roll those dice.
Your Vex target shouldn't be far. The Tharsis Reformation are the Conductor's cohort, no?
Yeah. Dropped out of her control. Traded in that cozy collective for slick threads. Their boss owes me. In cards, among other things.
Guardian, your quarry flees. Pursue it.
Back on target, hero. Let's push. We don't have time to waste.
Don't let this obsession drive you into a trap. What the Nine say is not absolute. You needn't worry.
Maybe this is what the prophecy meant by buying the Nine. Gods don't tend to like being tied down. Maybe 3's expecting us to slug it out with the Imperium to prevent extinction.
What the Nine present to us is only the surface. There is a deeper truth to uncover. Give me time. Patience.
They're just in our way. The real fight's with the Imperium.
Something for us to look forward to.
Guardian down.
Hey, Spider. Our weapon's ready for a planet-side pickup. Send out that hawk. Whoa. You picked that up on the Vanguard sats? Some kind of high-yield energy emission.
Something near Mars, but away from orbit. Their signature is of the Nine.
Guardian down.
Listen, if it comes down to it, I store the Imperium's data. It's me bail once. If we got our backs to a wall, just let me play my hand.
You will not have your back to a wall, because it will be to mine and the Guardians.
You don't know what the Nine can take from us, Eris. I've felt it, and I've seen it. They'll rip the years away until we got nothing.
Whatever they reach out to take, we will hold fast together. Trust.
Communion attempt, number 34. I begin. I hold the ritual space. Tithe my offering to the celestial bodies of soul.
We're assisting the Piker Syndicate for help in turn. Drifter was right. The Imperium might be experimenting with anti-light tech, so we'll do some demolition on a spot the Syndicates claim was a test site for Imperium weapons and see what turns up.
Working with the crime syndicates? Don't tell me you've gone renegade.
We don't have official support, sir. I thought you'd be too busy with your hands tied to call directly. Pleasant surprise. Commander, how's the city holding up?
We're at the mercy of micro-phenomena happening across the world. Matter transmutating, air turning to toxin. We're running containment. I suspect it'll continue until the emissary and Eris Morn can tell us what Bind the Nine truly means.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
Commander, while we have you on the line, I've been meaning to ask, is redacting the prophecy truly necessary? The people of the city are in danger. They can feel it. If it were me, I'd appreciate the intel.
Spoken like a field guardian. I hear your concern, Mahal. It's too dangerous to tell them. The people are already on the verge of panic.
Take out that Syndicate asset while I scan the area. I'm filtering for dark matter particles. The word on the Martian frontier is, the Imperium is obsessed with collecting dark matter ingots and crystals.
The system has been rich with dark matter since the Flurry of 9 activity on Kepler.
My thoughts exactly. It's gotta be what's powering this new tech. Fight your way to the exfiltration point I marked. It's inside a heavy concentration of dark matter energy.
Being back with the fire team reminds me of my strike support days. Especially on Mars. The universe seemed simpler, though survival has remained a temporary condition.
It's not like you to sound nostalgic, sir. Your ride's heading out to you. We'll get you out.
I guess I'm feeling nostalgic, whether I wanted it or not. And I rarely have a spare moment. Those early strikes on the Martian frontier were a highlight of my career, Guardian. Just wanted you to know. Relax. You're not being disciplined. You've made it interesting to be your commander.
The Guardian found an expired ghost out here. No physical damage, but the light is completely absent from the ghost shell. Commander...
Too convenient not to be a weapon. Track down what the Imperium is doing. Put a stop to their operation. The city awaits your return, Guardian.
Commander, we know you have a lot to handle back home. Are you all right?
Indeed. Just checking in on old friends while I can.
If you're eager to deal death, I'm happy to help. A fine selection. A quality accessory.
I do enjoy your visit.
Hey, hero. Heard you been getting into it with the Syndicates. You're the talk of Tharsis. I need your ear for a sec, away from Blue. That data disk we lifted, I got a line in on a way to break it open. You know the Pikers, Elixir punks who don't care for houses or the Traveler. Treat servitors on the same level as dregs. They're atheists, radicals, wild children. These kids been scrapping with the Imperium for a minute now. Got splicer shanks that can crack the disc we stole, unlike our ghosts. Spider and Relix, the Pikers' leader, got an exchange set up, down in the dunes, on Spider's fancy new boat. He's been hounding me to send you his way. Go meet him, get a shank, keep Spider happy. He talks Syndicate. The Syndicate's got numbers, and we need numbers to stop the Imperium. They know we got the plans for their Nightfall Station on that disk. It's our silver bullet. We get in, we'll know how to take their superweapon off the table. Wish I could go with you, but I gotta chase down some loose ends elsewhere. Do me a favor, take Blue with you. Tell her... well, don't tell her anything. You saw what they want me to do. What they said I'm gonna do, or did already. She'll sniff me out and she'll say I'm running, but I ain't. I ain't leaving her. She needs to stay here, to do this job. Don't let her come after me. And if she tries, you keep her away.
Guardian, Blue is still working her way through that encrypted data. Until she's done, all we can do is speculate. Spider claims to know someone who can get us behind the Imperium firewalls. It's not my first choice, but we're out of options.
It's time to make a deal, my darling friends.
He wants you to shoot through his problems.
Oh, I've missed your inside blow. So direct and now so loud. Welcome back to the Tharsis Expanse. Do you like my barge? It's one of a kind. A hull alloyed from long drift catchers. Sails woven from Tara bottle super silk. I could go on. Hurry to our summit, my fearsome retainer.
The code in here is wicked, real anti-Guardian. Got light deadfalls everywhere. The Pikers didn't write this.
Of course not. They stole it from the young Empress Kydal.
Wait, we're allies. Why would Kydal have anti-ghost encryption?
Contingencies, my dear. Now, there is an outpost across the basin. The Pikers want it. Clear it out, and the shank is yours. One last thing. It's a totality division post. Make sure none of your new friends survive to rat you out.
That's it? Alright, deploying the shank.
If everyone involved in this transaction is on the level, this shank should splice the Imperium data terminals for us and get us their plans quick. Frankly, that's a big if, but we don't have much of a choice. If there's a weapon like this out there at any scale, it's too much. All right. I've got the first tranche of data. Reviewing it now. Anti-baryonic scoops. Infalling density reservoirs. Large-scale super annealing. These are plans for a colossal dark matter projector. A system that uses the same energy as the Nine. Zavala was right. They're building a weapon.
The Imperium left vehicles loaded in the Walker Bay. Grab one. Just received another data packet from the Shank. A moment. The nearly functional prototype is on a ship. Imperium registry. Bahaghari, pull it up on our scopes.
Wait, that's the ship Eris and I saw bleeding 9 energy. It's headed into Mars's orbit.
Stopping that ship just became our first priority. Guardian, you have multiple hostiles converging on you.
It's relics, and they're godless ether guppies.
Syndicate's loyalty is cheap. Guardian, the Pikers are trying to kill you.
Get back here. If any Pikers try to stop you, kill them. The deal is off.
Not done yet. I'm tracking more contacts headed your way.
What Arnoa's saying, that's proof. Bale and I got the same needle through us. I can't say no.
Your reason for going is some god told you to? That's not a plan. That's a fear. Don't go.
She dies if I don't go. The Line made it all, so I can't say no. Tell the others I'm sorry.
Pikers are trying to cover their tracks. Very ugly business, but it's you and them.
Save my ship, and I will give you Mars.
Spider isn't here. He ran. Well, weapons free.
Guardian down.
The Imperium's trying to override your walker. Dismount. Get out of there.
Imperium battle net is lighting up. It's Loom. Tapping you in.
My champions, my will embodied. You engage the thing that killed your comrades. Leave nothing of them, not even particles, to commingle with the sand. Our road to Tarabothel is befouled. Clear it and advance!
More troopers inbound. Spider, how attached to this barge are you?
I would die for her if I were there. Guardian, you have killed gods. I have built enterprises. My assets are unassailable. Remind them! Legionnaires, you are blessed by eternity. You are fearless against the light. Death is a moment. Glory extends beyond and before.
The leader of the Imperium broadcasting over open comms. That's a brazen move. They must not consider us or the Syndicates much of a threat. More of them inbound.
The Imperium is transmitting bombs onto the barge. Defuse them! No. You know what? No way. Too many. Just get out of there!
Look, Spider's barge is gone. Nothing we can do about it now. Let's go, Guardian.
Drifter's ditching us, champ. The Spicer Shank's safe, and that Imperium disk is as good as decrypted, but Drifter's taking the derelict into orbit. He's after the Nine and Bale, following his vision. That lint liquor won't hear me out, but he always listens to you. Go after him, will you? Hey! Have you lost your mind?
We both know I've done worse, Blue. Sorry, fire team. I need Bale to trust me. He's just a kid. And a guardian is a terrible thing to waste. No!
Agents of the Last City, welcome back to Mars. We've ended the lives of dozens of Guardians and Ghosts on Tharsis. Nightfall has nullified their light. And only hollow shells remain. The 13th understanding in the 7th Book of Sorrow states that to rend one's enemies is to see them not as equals, but objects, hollow of spirit and meaning. Nightfall does it gladly. But we won't stop with Tharsis, no. Nightfall is coming for the Last City. The time of Guardians as shepherds of humanity is over. We were supposed to protect the people, not rule them. The Vanguard must evacuate the city, or be eradicated when Nightfall fills your sky.
Telemetry confirms. Drifter fired off his NLS drive. He's long gone. That warship that fired on Tharsis has left orbit. Imperium Command, that just lit up with chatter that a weapons test has concluded. That was Nightfall. Sorry, Hoss. Ida was at ground zero in the blast. She's okay. But you better come on back.
I didn't understand what was happening at first. All those guardians and ghosts.
Dozens of casualties, every one of them irreplaceable. And Drifter has disappeared without a trace.
Well, life always cuts and runs. We can't rely on him.
It was all so normal. But then, that horrible light. How many guardians would those ghosts have found? How many people would they have saved? Bale was right there, and all I could do was hide.
For now, we should focus on stopping Bale. The city is his next target. The Vanguard will be focused on preparing for an extinction-level event. In the meantime, we have leads to follow. Guardian, we need you ready.
Drifter's running a Bale. Thinks his vision is saying Eris will die if he doesn't. As if we can't change that. I'm through trying to stop his foolishness. He can chase the 9 without me.
Hey, Hero. You gotta know, I had nothing to do with the Tharsis Nightfall attack. Bale sprung it as soon as I took off to meet him. Sorry I had to shrug you in orbit. I hoped Bale just needed guidance, but he's a dredgen, through and through. And now, so many lights lost. I tried to reach out to Blue. She's cut me off. Guess I don't blame her. I got my in with Bale. His other voice gives me the visceral chills. But they think I'm along for the ride. Only thing is, I'm not sure I know exactly what I'm looking for. Bale is one messed up son of a gun. He's been calling himself a weapon. But we both know there's only one. So what did Six pick him for? I'll see what I can learn. About Nightfall and the Imperium. I'll be in touch, Hero.